Today's topic is subject and predicate. A sentence has a subject and a verb. What is a verb? Verb is an action word. So a sentence has a subject and a verb to make a complete sentence. It is divided into subject and predicate. So here we are saying that a sentence has a subject and an action, and a sentence is divided into two parts, that is subject and predicate. Let us understand what is subject and what is predicate. Now children, in this exercise, we will identify the person or thing that is doing the action and the verb in each sentence. There are 4 sentences on your screen. First, let us read the sentences. The horse ran around the field. Charlie photographed the pigeons. Owls hoot. Down rolled the stones. So these are the 4 sentences. Now children, can you help me identify the person or thing that is doing the action and the verb? Yes? Let us see the person doing action and the verb. In the first sentence, the horse is the animal which is doing the action and the verb is ran. Second sentence, Charlie is doing the action and photographed is the verb. Third sentence, owls, the bird is doing the action and the verb is hoot. Down rolled the stones. The stones are doing some action and what is the action? Rolled. So in these sentences, the person who is doing, or the animal or the thing who is doing the action is the subject. In all the 4 sentences, the person, the animal or the bird or the thing which is doing the action is the subject. Now in the last sentence you will see that the subject comes last. Stones. The stones is the subject and it is coming at the end of the sentence. So this means that the subject does not always come at the beginning of a sentence. The subject can come at the beginning also and it can come in the end also. Subject is the part of the sentence that tells us who or what the sentences are about. In imperative sentences, the subject is always you. The subject is understood rather than expressed. So first of all, imperative sentences are those sentences which express command and request. Now look at the example. Close the door. When I tell you to close the door, do I say you close the door? No, I say close the door. I am giving you a command or a order. Close the door. But do I say you close the door? No, it is understood that it is you who has to do this action of closing the door and you is the subject. In exclamatory sentences, the subject can be placed towards the end. Example, what a brilliant answer she gave. So in this exclamatory sentence, the subject is she and she is not at the beginning of the sentence, is it? No, she is the person who is doing this action of giving the answer. Okay, and she is not in the beginning of the sentence, it is placed at the end. In interrogative sentences, the subject comes between the helping verb and the main verb. Have the guests arrived? So interrogative sentences we know are sentences which ask questions. So here we are asking the question that have the guests arrived? Have is the helping verb. The guest is the subject. The guests are the subject who are going to arrive. Arrive is the main verb. So interrogative sentences, we have the helping verb, then the subject and then the main verb. Predicate. Predicate are the part of sentence that tells us what the subject is or does. Predicate always begins with a verb. The woman knocked on the door. The dancer got a standing ovation. In the first sentence, knocked is the action which is being done by the woman. So knocked on the front door tells us what the subject is doing. So, the part of the sentence which is highlighted, it begins with knocked. Predicate always begins with a verb. The verb in the sentence is knocked. So, knocked on the front door is the predicate. The next sentence, the dancer got a standing ovation. Now, the dancer is the person who is doing the action and is the subject. Got a standing ovation is the predicate and it begins with the verb got. Next, the predicate can sometimes be a single word. That word then is a verb. Cats, what sound do they make? They purr. So, in this sentence, cat is the subject who is doing this action. Okay? It is possible that predicate can be only one word, and if it is only one word, it is a verb. Remember, subject begins with a noun or a pronoun. Predicate begins with a verb. So children, with this, we complete explanation for subject and predicate. Thank you for listening. Goodbye and take care.